Okay. Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I was planning on starting a little bit sooner. That didn't end up happening. I got a call on my phone right before I was about to start, and I had to take care of it real quick. So, sorry for the little delay. Thank you for catching the stream. Thank you for bearing with me too as I try and nail down how to do this. I'm still having issues with YouTube giving me issues with trying to comment. So thank you for bearing with me on that. As we come into today, I just want to thank my sponsor. I got a sponsor, so hey, that's awesome. Secure Point Solutions. And embark on your journey of cyber resilience with Secure Point Solutions, your trusted partner in safeguarding against evolving cyber threats. Committed to excellence, we seamlessly integrate leading cybersecurity practices to shield our clients from vulnerabilities. Their offerings include specialized training, security assessments, tabletop exercises, virtual CISO services, cyber defense solutions, offensive security solutions, and vulnerability management. Make sure you check out Secure Point Solutions. I have their link in the description, but if you go to secureps.net, you can find out more about them. So I want to thank Secure Point Solutions for their sponsorship. So awesome job. James does a great job over there. Go check them out. They got a LinkedIn page, they got their own personal page. I believe they got a Twitter page as well. Like, check them out. They're all over the place. And if you know somebody that needs some cybersecurity help, training, whatever, give them a call. They'll get you hooked right up, and they would be glad to help. So, today, let's switch over to the TryHackMe view. Today we got the third day of the advent of cyber, which was actually yesterday. And so, let's see what we got going on here. As always, I like to start the machine a while, get that rolling while we read. Everyone was shocked to discover that several critical systems were locked, but the chaos didn't end there. The doors to the IT rooms and network infrastructure were also locked, adding to the mayhem. During the lockdown, the doors closed suddenly on Detective Frosteau. As he tried to escape, his snow arm got caught, and he ended up losing it. Ah, crap. We're losing limbs now? Ugh. He's now determined to catch the perpetrators, no matter the cost. It seems that whoever did this had one goal: to disrupt business operations and stop gifts from being delivered on time. Now the team must resort to backup tapes to recover the systems. To their surprise, they found out they couldn't unlock the IT room door. The password to access the control systems has been changed, and the only solution is to hack back in to retrieve the backup tapes. So we gotta hack back into our systems. Today we're gonna learn about password complexity and the number of possible combinations, how the number of possible combinations affects the feasibility of brute force attacks, generating password combinations using Crunch, and trying out password automatically with Hydra. I've used Hydra before. I'm not super fluent in it. It is a fun tool though. So I'm excited to get started with that. Gotta have my coffee as well. Feasibility of brute force. In this section we will answer the following three questions. How many different PIN codes do we have? How many different passwords can we generate? And how long does it take to find the password by brute force? Counting the PIN code, many systems rely on PIN codes or passwords to authenticate users. Authenticate means prove a user's identity. Such systems can be an easy target for all sorts of attacks, unless proper measures are taken. Today we will discuss brute force attacks where an adversary tries all possible combinations of a given password. I currently have this going on actually with one of my my cloud servers online. I have it going to a abuse IP database. I have the brute force. They're trying to SSH brute force into my machines, and so I have measures set up to counter against it, and to basically report the IP addresses that are doing it as well. So brute force happens on a daily basis, and you can find it just about anywhere. And it's if it didn't work, threat actors would not do it, basically. So, counting the PIN codes. I already did that. How many passwords does the attacker have to try, and how long will it take? Consider the scenario where we need to select a PIN code of 4 digits. How many 4-digit pins are there? The total would be 10,000 different PIN codes. 000, 001. Yep. Mathematically speaking, this is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, or simply 10 to the 4th power. Different PIN codes that could be made up of 4 digits. Counting the passwords. Let's consider an imaginary scenario where the password is exactly 4 digits. Wow, I know what it is. It's because I went dark mode on it. Let's disable. There we go. I only had that so that you could actually see any comments coming in. So let's consider an imaginary scenario where the password is exactly 4 characters, and each character could be a digit. We have 10 digits, 0 to 9. An uppercase English letter, we have 26 of those, and a lowercase English letter, we have 26 of those. Therefore, each character can be one of 26 different choices. Consequently, if a password is 4 characters, we can make 62 to the 4th power, or 14,776,336 different passwords. That's quite a bit. To make a password even more complex, we can use a symbol, making more than 30 different 30 characters to our set. Yeah, I'm not going to go over all those. As you can see, by adding the symbols or the password length, it increases in the number of passwords that would need to be created. And by the time you get down here to 16 character password lengths, it's just astronomical. So, how long? Let's put you up here. I apologize. I'm trying to see if any chats have come in. There it is. Okay. How long does it take to brute force the password? 14 million is a huge number, but we can use a computer system to try out all the password combinations, i.e. brute force the password. If trying a password takes 0.001 seconds due to the system throttling, i.e. we can only try 1,000 passwords per second, finding the password would only take up to 4 hours. Woo! If you're curious about the maths, 62 to the 4th times 0.001 equals 14,776 seconds is the number of seconds necessary to try all the passwords. We can find the number of hours needed to try out all these passwords by dividing by 3,600. 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. So 4.1 hours. In reality, the password can be closer to the beginning of the list or closer to the end. Therefore, on average, we can expect to find the password in around 2 hours. Hence, a 4-character password is generally considered insecure. We should note that in this hypothetical example, we are assuming that we can try 1,000 passwords every second. Few systems would let us go this fast. After a few incorrect attempts, most would lock us out or impose frustratingly long wait periods. On the other hand, with password hash, we can try passwords offline. In this case, we would only be limited on how fast our computer is. We can make passwords more secure by increasing the password complexity. This can be achieved by specifying a minimum password length and character values. For example, the character variety might require at least 1 uppercase letter, 1 lowercase letter, 1 digit, and 1 symbol. Let's break our way in. So before we move on, already started our attack box, going good. That should be all up and running. And so we need the attack box and need to start a VM. I already have my Kali Linux box going on over here, so I got that on, and I'm already hooked up to the VPN as well. So let's see. Start the attack machine. Press the start button at the top right, as well as on the start attack box button at the top right of the page, which we'll just do that for posterity here so I can show you. So if you scroll all the way up, here's start attack box. This would be using TryHackMe's own box that it'll boot up. It'll have all the tools you need on it, and then it's already connected to the it's already connected to the same network. So you wouldn't have to go through the steps of connecting to the VPN like I did. I'm just using my Kali Linux box because I prefer to use it that way. So back down here, once both machines have started, visit this website. So if we Control C and head over here, we'll open up Firefox. Hey. Sorry, I have my wife got a puppy the other day, and so she's sitting next to me down here. I'll probably show her off then. I'll give you her name as well. So, okay, we navigated to it. As we can see, we have this pin code here, and it looks like we have 0 through 9, and then A through F. To me, that looks like it's a hexadecimal type number. So let's see. Throughout the task, we will be using the IP address of the virtual machine as it's hosting the login page. You'll notice that the page can only show 3 digits. We can consider this a hint. So 1, 2, 3. So it's only a 3-digit combination. So I hit continue. Access to 9. So okay. So we only have 3 digits to work with, which should incredibly slim down the password combinations. Let's see. A numeric keypad shows 16 characters, 0 through 9 and A through F, i.e. hexadecimal digits. Bam, called it. We need to prepare a list of all the pin codes that match this criteria. We will use Crunch, a tool that generates a list of all possible password combinations based on a given criteria. We will need to use we need to issue the following command: Crunch. Let's see if I got Crunch on my machine. Yep, we got Crunch on it. There we go. So, and I'm just reading. I was gonna say. So we got Crunch. So actually, we'll just go back here real quick. So this is where we're at. So we need to issue the following command: Crunch 330, and then that gives our criteria tac 3 digits .txt. So what this is going to do is command will the first number is the minimum length of the generated password. So we're setting the minimum length is 3. Second is the maximum length. So the maximum length again is 3. So that's why we have the double 3. Then we are doing the character set that we have here with this, and then we're outputting it the tac the 3 digits .txt. Saves the output to the file. So let's do that real quick. So let's go over here. We'll type Crunch. If I can spell again today. 3, 3, and then let's go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then A, B, all capital, A, B, C, D, E, F. There we go. And then we're going to output that to 3 digits .txt. Crunch will now generate the following amount, and Crunch is done. So let's LS right now. I don't think I got anything special in here. Yeah, just the TryHackMe picture. So let's just VI 3 digits and bam, there we go. So now we have our list of 3-digit possible combinations. And this is for anybody that wants to learn Vim or VI. If you want to exit, colon, and you can see it down here. Oh, yeah, you can see my mouse. See it down here. Colon, Q, exclamation point. What that does is that tells Vim or VI or whatever that you want to exit without saving. Since I didn't make any changes, that's what I want to do, but that's what the exclamation point tells it to do. So we exit. Took me the longest time to remember that, but that's always the running joke is I started up Vim, how do I get out of it? So that's how you get out. Colon, Q, exclamation point. So let's see here. Okay. So now we got our list. Prepared our list, run the above command. After executing the command above, we will have 3 digits that's ready to try and brute force the website. So using the password list, manually trying out PIN codes is a very daunting task. Luckily, we can automate the tool to try and generate the digit combinations. One of the most solid tools is Hydra. Before we start, we need to view the page's HTML. So if we go back here, and some pages it's Control-Shift-V, not Control-Shift-V, sorry. Come on. What is going on? There we go. My VM is running slow. Yeah, there we go. So, so just Control V. No, okay, it's messing with me here. So we're gonna right click, view page source. So you can either do that or the other, and this shows you the HTML like they're doing, or inspect, which should, my VM is running slow today. Let's get this out of here. Sorry, that was the course I was running with. I'm doing Joff's course. Okay, that's really going slow. Interesting. Okay, well we got the HTML over here. So let's see. The method is post, so we can see it here. Hey Charles, thank you. Oh, of course now it's going to do that. So, as we can see here, method is post, action login.php. So like we're saying there, and then underneath it, type hidden, name equals pin. So, the pin code value is set with the name pin. In other words, the main login page is right here, /pin. .php receives the input from the user and sends it to the login /php page using the name pin. These three, okay, we're reconnected. Okay, I don't know what ended up happening. Are we still back? Are we back? Okay. Oh, it's a new one. Okay. So there we go. We're back. OBS dropped like crazy. I don't know what ended up happening. Oh, I gotta mute myself so I don't hear myself. There we go. Okay. Yeah, not sure what happened there. OBS dropped. So, okay. Back to TryHackMe. As I'm reading this, I do apologize again for the stream dropping. So, okay, in other words, the main login page is this, which receives the input from the user and sends it to login/login.php using the name pin. These three pieces of information, post, /login, and pin, are necessary to set the arguments for Hydra. We will use Hydra to test every possible password that can be put into this system. The command to brute force the above is form is, and let's see here. So now that we have that, let's go over here to our command line and let's start putting it together. So Hydra, tac L for, there we go. So L for login, which we don't have a username. So that would end up being the username that we would put there, but this doesn't have a username, so we don't need to put anything there. And then, so that's why it's a lowercase l. Then the uppercase P, which we're going to put 3 digits.txt, which is our password list that we created. Then tac F, tac V, 10.10.161.180, which is, yeah. And so we are specifying the IP address. Reading over here on TryHackMe, the tac F stops Hydra from finding a working password, and tac V provides verbose output and is helpful for catching errors. So now that we've done that, from looking at the HTML, we know that it is post, so we got to do HTTP tac post tac form to indicate how we're sending this, and then we got to indicate where we're sending it to. So we're doing login.php, and what we're sending it is the pin, which will equal our pass, which is our password, and what we're looking for is access denied, oops, tac S 8000. So before I run this, I'm just going, now that I got it all typed up, let's go back to TryHackMe real quick and let's run through this. Okay, so as I said, the tac L indicates that the login is blank as the security lock only requires a password. Tac P, 3 digits.txt, specifies the password file to use. Tac F stops Hydra from finding a working password. Tac V provides verbose output and helpful for catching errors. Then we have our IP address, specifies the HTTP method to use, and then has 3 parts separated by a colon. So this is, we're going to go into it further. So the first one is the page where the pin is submitted. Pin equals pass will replace pass with the values from our password list. Access denied indicates the invalid passwords will lead to a page that contains the text access denied, because as you remember, if we go back here and back to this, we'll just shut this for now. If I just do all those and hit continue, access denied. So somebody was walking around. This is Tater Tot. Say hi, Tater Tot. Hi. And so you go lay down. There you go. She found a piece from my 3D printer. Just 3D printed piece. So, okay, access denied. And so as we can see, like, if it reads that, then we know it was an incorrect password. And then tac S800 indicates the port number that we're sending it to. So we're sending it to port 800, which, wrong one, there we go. Which we can see up here is where we went for the login page. So, and I realized that I also did that other thing, so let's just do this again real quick. So hitting all zeros, yep, there's the access denied, as we can see. We'll try again. Okay, now it is time to run Hydra and discover the password. Please note that in this case, we expect Hydra to take 3 minutes to find a password. Below is an example of running the command. Well, for funsies, let's just do it. Let's do it to it. So, pulling back up our thing. It's going to take about 3 minutes if I do it correctly and I don't capitalize the H in Hydra. Hydra. There we go. Now Hydra's running, and it's, as you can see, page redirect. It's like outputting every single one, so it's trying all of those passwords, and it's showing on there. Once we get a hit, you'll probably see it. It's going to keep going, but you'll see like it go up the screen. So let's see. We have just discovered the new password for the IT server. Please enter the password you have found at that using the tag boxes. There we go. So they truncated it here, and they actually redacted the password so that you have to run it, which is good. I'm glad that they did that. So, well, that's running over there. So we have discovered the password. Please enter. And so, as you can see here, yeah, they got all those. Resolving address, resolve done, redirect. Oh, I got a hit. So that, let's go back to our Kali machine and scroll up a bit. Probably helps if I clicked on it. There we go. So status, so it found one. I thought it found a couple actually. Or it just might have been how it was moving up the page. Yeah, it must have just been how it was moving up the page. So let's go back down to the bottom. Let's see. Just let that go until it finishes. So, using Crunch and Hydra, find the PIN code to access the control system and unlock the door. So, while that finishes, let's just go back to TryHackMe real quick. Oh, it just finished, but real quick, we'll click that. Hey, we got that one. So, heading back to our Kali box. As we can see, bam, we got a hit right here. So, 6F5. You sunk my battleship. So let's try that. F5. Continue. Hey, we got something. AC temperature. Ooh. Unlock door. There it is. And I'm going to dig along at this just a bit because I'm not positive, but as I said before, let's get rid of that. I'm not scrolling down because, well, that's right, it shouldn't show. I don't have any flags submitted for it yet. So, the advent of CyberQuest, one of the things it says about is, where is it? Not that one. It is flags and spoilers. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I won't dig into this while I'm on stream. I'll end it before that. Here it is. So the second side quest challenge key. This key will be hidden in one of the challenges of the main Advent of Cyber between days 2 and 8. Look for clues to find out which challenge to dig into. So I'm taking a guess that because it looks like there's more, I can dig into this, and I'm going to, but I'm going to end the stream before that because I'm not giving anything away on that. But let's see. These challenges will have no additional guidance and will range between hard and insane difficulties. Please note that completing the side quest is entirely optional. You do not need to do it to enjoy the main. And you don't. I'm doing it on the side because I find it fun. And I was going to say, I keep forgetting to switch back. So I'm doing it on the side. I find it really fun and really interesting. And it is definitely testing my knowledge. I have 2 more questions to answer for just the first key. And it has taken me a real long time just to get that far. It is definitely harder. Like, yeah, as you can see, there's me. Gengar Tech, 30 points. Some people are already, like, skyrocketing. So, Um, I'm going to keep working at this. We'll see what I do. See how I get there. But thank you all for hanging out. Again, thank you Secure Point Solutions for sponsoring my stream. And I hopefully should be doing today's coming up here shortly. But I have to head out now. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And I shall see you all later.